Hey guys, Boy here, and this is Juggernaut Week. Today we're talking about Maelstron on Juggernaut, why did Battle Fury stop being picked up, and why this item is being purchased so early instead of things like Yasha. This video is going to be a little technical. There are two things you want as a carry always: wave clear and scalability. These are not the only things you want, but very rarely you as a carry will say you don't want to scale or you don't want to wave clear better. The reason wave clear is important might be obvious, but I think it's worthy of being talked about anyways. With fast wave clear, you can do more things in less time, and that's basically it. Be it farming more, fighting more, being somewhere else faster. It means you're less time in a creep wave, so less chances of dying and being picked up. That's why Battle Fury was amazing pre-nerf, but it was not unheard of to see Manta and Diffusal Juggernauts around, and that's true. This hero wave clears decently well already. He has spin if he wants to increase the pace of it, but there's another side of the equation missing, and that is the change on Omnislash. Omnislash used to deal fixed damage, and a lot of people were not aware of it. Every slash you dealt had a fixed damage on it and not your hero damage. You could proc things during it, and you would get a couple of extra attacks during each attack because of your attack speed and whatever, but the scaling on the spell was not amazing. Nowadays, Omnislash is fully scalable, and this means the spell can be more impactful. For a fixed amount of time, you attack with your current damage and attack speed, and that's it. That's the dream of Juggernaut. So just check out the difference between the damage of a Battle Fury Jugger ulting versus a Mjolnir Juggernaut. And obviously, you might say that you can cleave on once or twice, but with cleave being reduced by armor, means the damage is not really there unless you're against a huge army of units. The range that Mjolnir can connect to proc lighting is huge as well, meaning you have more reliable damage during your Omnislashes. And now that we are in that other side of the equation, someone watching this might be like, whoa, Desolator on Jug is the shit. And you're wrong. Maybe not wrong, but you're missing the big picture. Building Juggernaut nowadays is about the balance between wave clear and Omnislash damage, whilst, being safe. That's why sometimes you have to rush Manta. That's why sometimes you have to go Diffusal Blade. Not because you need to be safe, but because, draining mana might be, crucial in this particular game. Desolator is awful at wave clear. Probably the worst item at it. It gives you damage, yes, but no other stats. An item like Manta, for instance, not only gives you actual wave clear with the illusions, but it gives a Dispel, more mana and HP, move speed, all of that good stuff. So yeah, Maelstron is good on Jug, especially because of her older sister Mjolnir. The video has Maelstron on the title, but this is the game changer we're talking about. Omnislash gives you the chance to solo kill almost any hero at any point in the game with this item, whilst allowing the hero to farm like crazy. It can be counterintuitive for you since, Jugger has a crit and we want those numbers growing bigger and bigger, but this hero can't actually right-click other heroes during fights for most of the time. Just look at Arteezy dying here. That's the conundrum Jugger faces. His damage output is gigantic in theory, but it's so easy to burst you. And when you Blade Fury, you can still proc Mjolnir and directly damage someone, whereas with Battle Fury, you can only cleave off of secondary targets. Alright, I think we covered why this item is popular now, and I want to give a couple of Omnislash tips. Maybe if you're watching you disagree about giving that much importance to Omnislash when you're building your items, since the spell isn't reliable, and you're correct in that. Omnislash can be unreliable, but because a lot of people don't understand the nuances of it, you can actually control with decent precision who you're Omnislashing. Take a look at this Juggernaut quickly bouncing to the secondary target when I press R, and watch the same Jugger only hitting the target in the right, since I keep spamming right click close to it and on the right, so it's even further away from the other one. In between the Jugger attacks, you can force your Jugger to attack the target that you want. It's not 100% foolproof, but it works pretty well. If we go back to Arthur's game, every single Omnislash he performs kills at least one hero, and there's a reason for him to deal that much damage. The combination of attack speed items and proc items makes the single target damage of this spell insane. Just compare this equally farmed and strong Juggernauts. One deals 13,000 damage with his Omnislash, whereas the Juggernaut with completely normal items for an older playstyle Jug deals almost half that damage. Now, to go back a little bit on Maelstron, remember, boys and girls, D.Bowie over here is not telling you to leave the base without regen and to rush a Javelin for your first Omnislash. Move speed is great on this hero, and sometimes Drun's Yasha into Maelstrom is the right item build. Sometimes Manta might be integral for your safety, but in games where you can be greedy, maybe because of picks or maybe because you had a great start, you can solidify that advantage even more. The standard Maelstrom pickup is Drum's Yasha Maelstrom, but Drum's Maelstrom is also quite common. Manta Maelstrom is decent. Just be aware that this item is great, and there are very few cases to fully ignore the item in a game. Alright guys, this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. As always, please leave your feedback. Tell me if this is really what you want to see. And if it's not, just say a couple of words of what you want to actually see. Follow me on Twitter if you're not doing it already. There's Twitch. There's all of the social media in the description. Thank you very much. And, be safe out there.